Hello.
Hey, Seth.
Hi, Mary.
I am confused because here's me when I was like 16. If
Uh,
I went over to a boyfriend's house and his parents were basically like, "You're the wrong race," I don't think I would have like been like, "Okay, thanks for your honesty," and like left. I think there would have been like a little more drama than
yeah, especially if you were 16 and on Degrassi. That was like the least Degrassi confrontation I've ever seen on Degrassi. It was like, in the old days, it would not have been pretty, but she just like said, "Thank you for your time," and got up and left. And it's like, whoa.
that. I know, wait. Plus, like, anytime there's a like Meet the Parents episode on Degrassi, it's always like somebody's gonna get drunk and like start table dancing. And, like
Exactly. Yes, you're
Anya
right.
like made a delicious dessert and like her blouse stayed totally buttoned. Like
Uh, and then Sav stood up for her, apparently.
yeah, behind the scenes.
You know what? I just after that scene when Sav said, I told my parents that I'm not gonna stop seeing you, and they were like, oh, and they kissed and said, I love you. I was just like, you guys are so breaking up really soon.
Oh,
I
Seth,
was like, come on, give me a break.
you're so pessimistic. Wait, why? Why do you think so?
Well, for one, it's Degrassi. I mean, come on. You can't just like politely walk out of the big parent confrontation and then expect that you're not going to end up breaking up with a boyfriend later. That's just not the rules of Degrassi. But also, they're what, 16, 17.
Right.
They're gonna break up. I mean, maybe they won't, but come on, they're gonna break up.
Which is kind of why, if their parents were smart, they would have just been like, no worries, like, no big deal. Because, like, when I think of the guys that my mom put up with, like, quietly, because I think she knew it wasn't going to last, like,
Yeah.
that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
But Anya and Sav really love each other, and you don't know if they're going to break up. Sometimes people get married to their high school sweethearts, Seth.
That's true. I guess.
It happens.
You're right. All right. I'm sorry. I'll call Anya and Sav and apologize.
Okay. So how about Claire being, like, the new Emma?
Yeah, Claire is totally okay. For people who maybe didn't, haven't watched Degrassi for all 8 seasons, the Emma in the old days was exactly what Claire was like. There was the protesting against things going on in school, getting suspended. Actually, Emma's protests were much less successful than Claire seemed to be,
That's
if I
true.
remember her correctly. But it was the same kind of attitude she had. And I think that's fascinating. I also wonder, it's like, because then what happens is, we all know what happened to Emma, and it's like,
Oh.
what's Claire gonna be
Well,
like in
people
4
might
more
not
seasons?
know, like, because she's well adjusted now, but there was a minute.
There was a
She had
minute with
with Jay in the ravine.
and gonorrhea in the throat. I think we can just come right out and say it. I mean, it was on the show.
But that was all after like the school shooting, and she was having trouble coping with her like emotions and stuff like that. So as long as Claire doesn't undergo any like major traumatic experiences, maybe she'll survive with her uniform intact. And
I'm sorry. Do I need to tell you again what show this is we're talking about?
I'm sure Claire will never have any traumatic experiences.
But she stood up for Connor, and
Yeah, totally. Wait, I want to talk about Connor for a second
okay.
because I have this little mild obsession with Asperger's syndrome, or I always heard it pronounced Asperger's, but like one of my heroes is this woman named Temple Grandin,
Mhm.
who she has Asperger's, and she designs these like she designs slaughterhouses basically, but they're like humane slaughterhouses where before, the animals would like be totally stressed out the whole time, and she designed it so that like they go in like a perfectly natural like way, and they're not like they don't feel like they're marching to their deaths basically, because she has this ability to think completely visually and like understand exactly like how a cow or a pig experiences the world because of her Asperger's syndrome. So to me, she's almost like literally a superhero. It's like she has this superpower and she uses it for good. And
Right.
like her engineering drawings are beautiful. They're works of art. It's insane. Like I love her. And she's written a bunch of books, and like I think she's just like a really fascinating person, and kind of opened my eyes to this whole idea that like people's brains function differently, and like it's not good or bad. It's like different. And it gives people different abilities and different disabilities, like disabilities in terms of understanding social cues and stuff like that. But where one window gets closed, another one gets opened, and
Right.
I find it all really fascinating.
I really honestly did not expect to ever have a podcast containing the word slaughterhouse, but
I'm so sorry. It's really fascinating stuff.
It is. No, it is. And I think we should call AJ Saudin, who plays Connor, who we've never talked to, because maybe I wonder if he had to research this stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he did, and I would love to hear about it.
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, AJ.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, it's Mary and Seth from the.com.
Hi, AJ. How are you?
I'm good. You?
We're good.
Yeah.
How you doing? Where are you right now?
Right now I'm at my friend Dalton's house, and we're just chilling, playing video games, and yeah.
Oh no way! What are you playing?
We were playing NBA 2K9, and before that we were playing some Madden and some Guitar Hero World Tour.
Really? That's a lot for one afternoon. You're sort of blowing through those things.
Are you kicking Dawson's butt or?
No, he's actually kicking my butt pretty badly.
So wait, what's your Guitar Hero song? Really
probably "Beat It" by Michael Jackson.
Really, that's in there? I didn't know that was in there.
Yeah, it's in the new Guitar Hero. It's one of the earliest songs you can get. I think it's a default actually.
Really?
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
And wait, I just saw in your bio that you want to become a music engineer, right? So music is a big deal to you.
Yes, I love music. Music is basically my life. I love it. I can't go without listening to it or anything like that.
Who are your favorites?
It's gonna sound kind of funny, but right now I'm listening to The Lonely Island.
Oh yeah, the Andy Samberg thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a good album. It's kind of funny, but I like them. I like Drake.
Aubrey.
It's a great mixtape. Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, Lupe Fiasco, awesome.
Yeah, I love Lupe Fiasco.
Totally.
He has a great flow.
Wait, so do you know? Well, I want to call him Aubrey, but I'll call him Drake. Do you know Drake? Did you guys meet?
Yeah. We talked a couple of times, and my sister knows him, and yeah, I see him a lot on set and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if your guys' paths crossed a lot. So wait, back to music. I'm sorry, but we found a MySpace that we're not sure is yours. Is MySpace that says AJ Saudin on? Is that you?
Yeah, that's mine. I don't think there's any fakes. Hopefully, I don't even think.
Yeah.
You will shortly. You will shortly.
Yeah, right. You will now.
No.
There was a picture up there of you and Raphael Saadiq, who I love.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Okay, so here's the thing. Me and my family, we were in New York City, and we were walking. I don't know. I think it was there was a ferry dock, and then I saw performing. It was a free concert, and I saw performing at 4:00, and I was like, oh, who's that? And it said Raphael Saadiq, and I was like, oh, I know him. That's the guy who sings "It Never Rains in Southern California," and I was like, oh my gosh, he's awesome. So then I ended up staying, and then I saw somebody practicing in the background, right? They were warming up, and I was like, wow, that's him probably. And I was like, Raphael, can I get a picture, please? And then that's how it worked out. He was just
awesome.
He was so down to earth too, and I was like, wow.
He's the coolest dude ever.
Huh.
He is.
Did you say you know what, Raphael, I'm a TV star?
No, I didn't, because I didn't think I am.
You should have said, you know what, you should be asking me to take your picture with me. It's like, dude, do you want my autograph? That's what you should.
Hey, Raphael Saadiq, want my autograph?
I didn't really ask for his autograph because it would kind of sound weird, right?
Yeah.
I don't ask for people's autographs really.
No, I've never done that either.
You know?
I would rather just have the celebrity sighting, and a picture's cool, but that's kind of all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do with the autograph, you know?
Yeah, because really, I think of celebrities as people who have just accomplished big things, right? And not as special people who should get different treatment, right?
Right, exactly.
Probably the only person who I would ever do that to is who I would actually ask for their autograph or just freak out is two people.
Okay.
Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Barack Obama. The only two people I would actually
freak
out and actually be like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Or
yeah.
I don't know. I'd have one of those starstruck moments, you know?
No, and that's perfectly cool because Barack Obama, that's his job. I mean, that's what he does. He has to take. If you ask him to take a picture with him, he has to do it because That's what politicians do. Even though he's president now, that's still what he's got to do. So it's like, also, I think it's like in the Constitution that the president has to pose for every cell phone picture that he's asked to do.
But wait, not for a Canadian citizen, right? It's like
I don't know. Well, you can keep that to yourself. Just don't say, can I take a picture with you, A? Don't say that. Then you're fine.
Because he'd be like, what does that mean?
He'll say, can I see your passport, please?
Or he's going to be like, are you going to continue the alphabet?
All right, we got to talk about Degrassi.
All right.
Because this is like your huge episode, and I have to admit it was kind of close to my heart because one of my heroes has Asperger's. Well, they were calling it Asperger's in the show, right? And I've always heard it pronounced Asperger's. But so, like, what kind of research did you have to do to do this episode or this character?
Okay, so basically what I hadn't known before that was that there was a lot of people in my school who had it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So I got the script, and I sort of did some experimentation, right? And I was going, like, and talking to them and stuff like that. And I just watched their reactions and how they reacted to everything I did. I tried to, like, pat them on the shoulder and, like, give them high fives and stuff like that whenever they would say something cool, and see how they would react, and like how uncomfortable they would feel in the sort of situation I put them in. Like, basically, I would just talk to them, and that's what I basically did. Just reacted and stuff.
Were there any, like, particular books or anything you read, or like any documentaries?
Basically, my encyclopedia was YouTube. I just typed in Asperger's syndrome on YouTube, and I watched how people talk, like, and how they basically react in, like, emotions and stuff like that. I read up on it also, and there was a book in my school library, which I didn't think they would have, but they did, shockingly.
Right. And that's so wild that there were like a bunch of kids in your school who had.
And there was one in my class. I didn't even know that. It's not that, like, big. You can't notice it really.
Right. Did they tell you as soon as you, like, were cast as the character that that's what Connor's deal was, or was it something? Because, like, Connor doesn't know it himself, so it's kind of like this is his revelation to himself in this episode. Yeah. Was this when it was revealed to you too?
No, really, I was kind of told it ahead of time, like, for the audition.
Oh, really?
Okay.
And so that's when I got time to practice, and I got a lot of head time, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some preparation time to.
Some preparation time, yes.
So we've been asking, it seems like every week lately we've had to ask someone about what it was like shooting a scene where they had to beat someone else up. So what was it going on with that scene there where Connor, spits on Allie and then pushes her? Did you have to, was that really, was that like a stunt double that you were pushing and spitting on? Or did you just actually do that?
Well, I know it looked really hard. Like, my sister was like, wow, that looked like you really hurt her. And I was like, I know.
You're like, I did.
I know. That's the thing. She's a black belt, right?
Oh,
really?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing that her and Ray have in common. They're both brother and sister in the show. They're both Guyanese, and they're both black belts. So they were meant to be brother and sister in the show. But yeah, I felt uncomfortable with it, but I had to do it. But it was awesome. It was awesome. The final outcome was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the scene looks very real, and it kind of, like, jars you. Like, you're like, oh my God, he really just pushed her.
Yeah.
But did Melinda kind of, like, talk you down beforehand? Like, it's okay, you can push me hard. Like, don't worry about it.
She was very comforting. Like, she was like, AJ, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. Like, it's not a big deal. I can take this. I've done this many times. Like, I've sparred many times, and I'm good. I can take the pain. I was like, okay.
If it were me, if I were you in that situation, I wouldn't want to know that the person I was about to have to push repeatedly was a black belt, because I'd be like, I'd just be thinking, oh my God, they're going to kick my ass. They're going to kick my ass as soon as we're done with this.
I was afraid she was going to do some freaky reflex on me, like flip me over her shoulder or something like that.
It's just sort of like built into her muscle memory now. Like, she can't turn it off.
Breaks the desk over your head.
Like, she turns around and she's like, don't touch me. And she, like, steps me over the shoulder or something.
And, like, metal starts kind of peeking out of her face. Right. What about the spit? Like, did you have to really hawk one on her?
Yes. I didn't really have to hawk on her, but, like, I just had to like just go like that,
Okay.
right?
Oh, right.
Oh man.
But like I didn't. It was like one of those say it, don't spray kind of moments
Yeah, right,
where it
right.
just like
Don't let
sprayed
it-
out. But it wasn't one of those like huge like loogies or anything like that.
Okay, good.
They CGI that in afterwards.
I think I didn't really notice it.
No.
There was just something about the moment that like felt really real to me, probably because I've never actually like been spit on like that, and it kind of freaked me out. I was like, oh my god.
Oh,
I
it
just like
was-
assumed there was a loogie, even though there totally wasn't.
No, there wasn't a loogie. Maybe if there was, then it was CGI. But I definitely didn't do it.
I was kidding about that. I don't think they have much of a digital loogie budget to work with there, but maybe.
Was there a... Well, so, okay, what else is coming up for Connor anytime soon? Are you guys shooting next season now, or what's going on?
Well, basically, it's kind of under wraps. Like, we don't know what's going to happen yet.
Okay.
And I can just imagine what's going to happen. Like, it's going to be great, obviously, because this season was great. I just think that the next season is going to be better, and there's more to come. And, like, I just have to let you guys know it's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Works for us. Oh, wait, one last question before we let you go. Play more video games. What does AJ stand for?
Oh, right.
AJ stands for my dad's name, which is Anwar and Junior.
Oh, nice.
That's cute.
Yeah, because everyone says that I look like my dad, so, yeah, they named me Anwar Jr.
I'm glad to know. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to
It's
talk.
over?
We're done.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
It's a quickie. But have fun with your friend Dawson. Tell him we said hi.
I will for sure. And, yeah, I'll try not to get pwned as much anymore.
Thanks, man.
Right.
See ya.
No problem.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. I like AJ Saudin.
He's a cool guy.
He was. I want to trade mix CDs with him because I bet he would make an ass-kicking mix CD.
Seriously. And then I could play video games with him.
And we can both bond with AJ.
There we go.
We'll make a little documentary about it. Bonding with AJ. All right. Way to podcast, Seth.
Way to podcast, Mary.
I will talk to you next week.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.